Are you tall? I need somebody. I want people to look at me. How tall are you? I'm 5'5".
Tall.
Then come do it. Are you recording?
Yeah.
You can do it. Just like that way. I think some of it is decent. I think that we could use more, like better art supplies or teachers who encourage creativity a little bit more rather than taking it as an easy class just to get credits. It's a form of self-expression, but you're also portraying a message of some sort when you make art, or at least you should. There are people who are talented but don't really put thought into what their piece means or what they want the viewer to take from it.
I feel as though art is something that could, inform a lot of us about not just, I'm not talking about just art, I'm talking about being informed about the world, right? Art has that potential, and I believe that we have a lot of people that are willing to receive that information, which is exciting. A lot of ready and willing, intelligent individuals that are receptive. Trying to define the word art is like trying to define the undefinable, the impossible to define. I don't know if that was a word. But thank you for being willing to walk with me, by the way. Art is whatever it is to the person who is giving the definition, okay? But if that person is not informed themselves, then they just gave an ill-informed definition of the word art. Here's the thing, art always has meaning and thought put into it. It's just sometimes it doesn't have a lot of it put into it. You see what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. People who say maybe art doesn't need to be thought about, like why you gotta think when you make, right? They still are making a statement when they make that art. They will make, people will walk up and they will then think about what they made. And once those people think and go, hold up, they did not think, that's still saying something, is it not? Whew. My art is also ever-changing, I would not lie. But my art is a personal exploration about the questions in which I would love answered for my life. And it's my not only exploration of self-realization, but my exploration of realization in a very, I'll just say a very broad scope, okay? Yeah. See you later. Okay, so I believe your belief system is comprised of, yes, we're influenced, right? But it's not just music that influences you. And actually, I believe mainly your personal, I get stuff, man. Don't mess with me right now. But it does sound like that. Your personal, musical interests in terms of genre and style or whatever you want to say, is kind of a reflection of your art, right? Like I could listen to the type of music you listen to, and I can kind of then imagine what your art's gonna look like too, okay? So basically I'm saying your belief system is gonna guide that more, right? You believe, and you could use a lot of different words. It's who you are as a person, your ideologies, right? That's then what's going to guide, dang, I listen to this type of music, and then all of a sudden, hold up, I make this type of art, because really, everything you do in life matters, right? Every step you take is because of what you think is I. Even if you don't think that what you do matters. That matters. Wow, that's good. Okay.
I think it's really open. I think it's like really big, amazing, and it's just like I think there's only like one problem, and that's they're not expressing themselves. I mean, they got a lot of stuff on their mind, but we just need to get it out there, and I think it would be great if we did. Whew, I mean, art has many definitions. There's a lot that can go under the definition of art. It could be like based on opinion or based on someone's lifestyle about art or anything really. How would I describe? The kind of art that you can touch, the feel. Sometimes I work on digital art, stuff like that. Ooh, like a lot of people, that's the big thing about art, is because you don't know if it's art or not until someone says it's art. Do you think it's art? Personally, it's all based on opinion. And if the critic's choice to think if it's art, and if it's good art, it's good art. But if it's bad art, then that's just his opinion. And we all have our own.
I feel like it's very diverse. It's interesting because of the fact that it's actually filled with a whole bunch of students who you probably wouldn't see as getting along, and yet normally it's interesting because you see all these people who bring all these different personalities, and what ends up happening is that when they collaborate and come up with like some crazy ideas, it's really quite amazing to see, and the outcome is really just something that a lot of people really would enjoy, and it helps bring out sort of what makes art great. I define arts as, I'm quoting my art teacher here, but it shows the experience of human life. Yes and no, because if you're ever doing something without a purpose, then you are fulfilling it with a purpose of not having one. So at the same time, there's always purpose and there's always kind of meaning behind everything. There's actually a great artist who his work involves throwing paints on a canvas, and the whole point of it is the fact that he is not really thinking. He's supposed to be doing it before he thinks, because the fact that when you take the time to think, he sees it as wasted time on not working on the work itself. So he likes to just splatter paint, and it's amazing because his money, like his artwork, is worth millions, and at the same time, people would say it doesn't have a meaning, but it does, to have no meaning. I like to feel like mine has a lot of deep meaning to it. It's very interesting because on my art, I mainly concern it around living things. I like to have meaning of like why people act the way that they do, and because I think it's interesting, human experience and all that, and I don't know, I feel like the whole thing about humans that make us unique is just the way that we are, and I think that is through relationships and such, and I personally really enjoy just noticing what goes on around me, and that's life. So well, either way, forms of media are how art gets out, and it's very interesting because of the fact that movies, I absolutely enjoy them. They are amazing, and they can be these really great things because of the fact that you're seeing someone else's work, someone's own like thought, and they're putting it into a screenplay, and it's really amazing because of the fact that aside from doing art, I really enjoy writing, and I like them both because they kind of go hand in hand. You can say sort of writing is a form of art in a way, and I would highly believe that as well because of the fact that you're still showing how we as one are growing as a society of humanity, and it's very interesting. I feel like it's just really cool. So